What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautiful midweek Wednesday. I'm doing well myself. Hopefully the people in Florida is doing well. There's been a gruesome warning that's been applied to the residents of Florida that decided to want to hunker down and just ride out the storm. They've been warned actually to identify themselves by writing their names on their bodies just in case they don't make it. Okay? Now, the first video we just watched was in Sand Hill. It was Sand Hill cranes, walking through the neighborhoods of Sand Hill, warning the people to leave. Okay? That's just how detriment this particular situation is to the people of Florida. Even the Most High is sending the cranes to warn them to leave. If that don't get it, you understand, we got this picture right here of Hurricane Milton himself, a face in the storm, which, by the way, shout out to the sister, the Awakened One, for showing or actually sending me this particular picture right here. I was very, very happy to get this picture when I seen it, because just yesterday in the video I did, about Hurricane Milton barreling towards Florida, I said in that video that the Most High sends, his angels, that controls the wind, the air, the water, all the elements of the earth, to carry out his orders. And what do we see right here? I've even seen the faces inside of tornadoes, as well. And I'm going to show you those faces. But first, I want to show you Milton right here. Okay? And you can just see this whole round head and his nose, and then the smile. Now, right within that smile, there's another face. See, that's how they work. It's basically a collaboration of faces within faces in these basically these angels. That's how they work. So I don't know why anybody would be so stupid to want to stay in a place. See, if you had the spiritual intellect to actually see what it is that's around us, I'm sure it will change your life. It will lead you, it will cause you to want to repent. These are the things I'm always talking about. What I always say at the end of, my videos. Please remember to live your life as though we're being watched, simply because we are. This is what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about no government. They ain't got no power. They ain't little earthly little power. Most I send one of these, take a little earthly power out like nothing, So let me show you these other pictures. Then I'm going to get into this particular article. Check this out. This is a tornado right here that took place, I think it was sometime this year, earlier this past summer right here. Like I told you, I can see the faces within these tornadoes in these storms. Okay? This is what I'm talking about, the spiritual intellect. When the Most High open your eyes, you can see things, and that's just what it is, And like I said, you can just see. When I actually saw the tornado turning, when they showed it on the news, this is where I snapped it at. I snapped it because you can see the faces rotating and rotating, picking up speed with the velocity, so great that it was just flinging projectiles and roofs off of buildings, all kinds of stuff. This is what I'm saying right here. Check this one out. This is the face of a tornado that took place in Germany right here. Again, I was watching, I found the actual tornado itself, and it was just kicking up dirt and dust and everything, and it was just twirling and twirling and twirling. Here's why I snapped it right here. This is a face. See, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, it was in Germany, September 29th, probably about a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago, something like that. But it's like what I said, when the Most High tells his angels and give them orders to go do things like this, they ask no questions. They just go and do it. And here's what it is right here. For all of you people out there talking about there's no God, you know what I mean, and all that kind of stuff, well, you better think again. You see, you better think again, because yeah, there are forces that you are just not capable of handling. And both sides send one of these at you, that's it. He can tear up things just like nothing, like we're witnessing with these hurricanes now. Look what Hurricane Helene just did. Stuff like that. So man can't pull AK-47s or AR-15s and shoot these things or put handcuffs on them, lock them up. None of that. They can't do it. Why? Because this is the Most High right here. And that's just what it is. Now let's get into this story. Shout out to my wife Joan and the sister Queen, I know who I am, for hipping me to this particular situation right here as well. Florida officials are telling residents who don't evacuate to write their names on themselves so their bodies can be identified. Okay? Now, look, let me tell you something. I can't waste no prayers for people like this that don't value their own lives, okay? That's just what it is. You don't value your own lives. I ain't finna sit up here and waste prayers for you, because the government officials there in Florida has told you, evacuate. More than likely, you will not survive this storm. Okay? More than likely, that's what they're saying. The highly probability of you surviving this storm is like probably 0. But that's in the Most High's hand, of course. But they saying that this Hurricane Milton is coming in as a hurricane and leaving as a hurricane. Okay? Basically with the same strength that is coming in with is the same strength that is going out with. So there you have it. Now, to get into this article right here, says Florida officials are telling residents who don't intend to evacuate from the areas expected to be hit hardest by Hurricane Milton to write their names and the phone number of a family member on themselves so their bodies can be identified and their families found out about their deaths, according to CNN's Paul Murphy. Okay, now it don't get no clearer than that. It's funny to be kind of, you know what I'm saying, because they telling you it's a do or die situation. Okay, let's continue. On Tuesday, Murphy repeated the message on one local chief of police had for his constituents. It's the same message we're hearing for people from leaders across the state. If you stay, they cannot get you. They were able to do some water rescue in Helene. That will not happen with Milton, began Murphy. Once the winds, which are forecasted to start here at tropical storms force gusts, once they start tomorrow at 8 a.m., which is, we're already well past that. He expects that by noon, they're not going to be able, they're going to have to evacuate the island themselves. So starting at noon tomorrow, if you're here, there will not be help coming for you. You are on your own. And that's just what it is. I can't blame these people, because I won't go nowhere in danger of myself trying to save nobody either, especially when they had the chance to get out for themselves. Okay? It goes on to say here, and he's made that very clear. It's that same message we're hearing from officials. Write your name, write your number, write someone else's number, your date of birth on you. He concluded. Because when they come looking for you, they want to know who to contact because you decided to stay. Okay? Yeah, this is a dire warning. In conclusion here, it says, yeah, Paul, that is a somber message that we are hearing from folks, replied anchor Boris Sanchez, who has also been on the ground in the Sunshine State. In an appearance on CNN Monday night, Tampa Mayor Jane Castor had a similar warning, saying she could say without any dramatization, whatsoever, if you choose to stay in one of these evacuations areas, you're going to die. It's just that cut and dry, people. You know, nothing that you got, none of your little possessions are nothing like going to matter at all if you stay, because they're going to be washed out too. Okay. To continue, this is something that I have never seen in my life. She continued. People need to get out. Okay. Now you've been warned. Now if you don't listen, well, that's you. That's on you, because these spirits right here, these Most High's angels, they ain't playing. They have their orders. They are not playing. Again, for all of you atheists out there that don't believe that the Most High is real, which I don't understand. And to me, it seems like, a case of mental illness, because you can't even explain your own existence. You were made, you were put here. But nevertheless, for all of you atheists that don't believe that the Most High exists, here's your proof right here. And this is not Photoshop. Neither is the picture, the face of Hurricane Milton. It's not Photoshop. This is real. That's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular video right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe, people. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.